All the things that kept you moving, decorating, shopping, cooking, hosting, traveling, partying, cleaning, celebrating, all those things are finally done. And then suddenly, it's just you again. Hi, my friend, and welcome to the Bounce Back Black Woman podcast. I'm Dell, and with God's help, I've overcome some of the toughest trials in life that I could ever have imagined. Do you find yourself struggling to move beyond a heartbreak or a hardship, asking God, why me? Well, I'm here to help women just like you heal and build the resilience to overcome life's greatest trials. If you long for joy and confidence again, this podcast is for you. So grab your headphones and those hardships. Let's talk. Hey there, my friend, and welcome back to Bounce Back Black Woman. And welcome to the very first episode of 2026. My hope for you is that you enjoyed whatever type of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebration you wanted, whether that be quiet on the couch, whether that be watching sports, spending time with family, friends, shopping, whatever. I hope that you enjoyed it, because it's the little things and the little times like that that really make a difference to our overall well-being. Now, if you're listening to this and you're feeling a little bit off, a little tired, a little quiet on the inside, or a little, why do I feel like this now that everything is over? I want you to know something right up front. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not ungrateful. You're not behind. You're not negative. And you're not failing to start fresh with the new year rolling in like the tide. You're just coming down from a lot. And today I want to talk about that space, the emotional and physical aftermath that comes after the holiday season, after the noise, after the company, after the celebrations are over and real life settles back in. There's a moment that doesn't get talked about enough. And it's when the decorations come down, the calendar clears, the house might get quieter, the credit card balance might feel heavier, and your body finally stops running on the adrenaline of the season. All the things that kept you moving, decorating, shopping, cooking, hosting, traveling, partying, cleaning, celebrating, all those things are finally done. And then suddenly, it's just you again. You and your thoughts, you and your life, you and your challenges. And your body exhales, and your emotions catch up. And sometimes your heart just simply whispers, I'm tired. And that is the moment that many of us might be in right now. So let's start here. For many women, this season brings a sort of heaviness, or a low energy, or a sadness that doesn't have a clear explanation. Maybe it's loneliness once the house empties and all the family returns to their homes. Or even a strange sense of grief. Grief for what was, grief for what didn't happen, grief for who didn't show up, grief for how much effort you gave. And culturally, as Black women, we don't always make room for that. We're told, be grateful, stay positive, new year, new you. But sometimes your nervous system isn't able to run on slogans. Sometimes, and most of the time, your nervous system runs on truth. And the truth is that coming down from an intense season can feel disorienting, especially if you're somebody who carries a lot for others, or is looked at as being the strong one, or keeps things running no matter what. And when the doing stops, the feelings start. So let's talk about the body for a minute, because emotional fatigue doesn't exist without physical fatigue tagging right along. Your body has been doing things like lifting boxes, putting up decorations, standing for long periods of time, cooking in the kitchen, staying up late, driving more, hosting more, spending more energy than usual. My friend, even joyful things cost energy. So if you're feeling worn down or feeling foggy, unmotivated, or sore, or simply just tired, my friend, that's not laziness. That's biology. It is your body saying, girl, we did a lot, and now we need a minute. So here's what I really want to normalize in this episode today. You can be grateful and tired. Your spirit can be full and tired. You can love your family and still feel a little bit of relief when they've gone home and it's quiet again in your home. You can enjoy the holidays and feel emotionally spent afterward. All of that can exist at the very same time. And mixed emotions don't mean that something is wrong. They mean that something was full, and fullness requires recovery. So instead of asking, why don't I feel motivated yet? Try asking this instead. What is my body and heart asking for right now? Friend, this might not be the season to reinvent yourself or set 15 new goals for the new year or pressure yourself to feel happiness and joy. This is a season, often, of re-entry, of letting your system finally settle, of listening before leaping, or resting without guilt. So I'd like to give you permission today, real permission, to rest more than you usually do, to say no without having to explain, to let the house be and look imperfect, to eat simply, to move slowly, and to feel what comes up without rushing to fix it. You don't owe the world productivity right now. You've already given a lot. There's a rhythm that God designed into life. Work and rest, sowing and waiting, celebration and quiet. My friend, even Jesus withdrew. So if you're in a quieter, lower energy moment, that doesn't mean that you're falling behind, or that something is wrong with you, or that you lack motivation and drive or positivity. It might mean that you're finally listening to God, listening to your body, and listening to your soul. So as we close this episode, I want to leave you with a gentle reflection. No pressure, no right answers. Here's the reflection in the form of a journal prompt. What am I feeling now that the noise has finally faded, emotionally, physically, and spiritually? And if the only answer, my friend, is I'm tired, that is enough, because that is a starting place. So if everything feels like a lot right now, even if small decisions feel heavier and your body is asking for more rest than usual, that doesn't mean anything is wrong. Wrong with you, wrong with the world, wrong with your outlook. If you feel heavy in a way that you just can't explain and tired even after the house gets quiet, that is not failure. That is winter. Winter is coming, and winter invites rest before renewal. Well, that's it for today, my friend. I really hope this episode inspired, encouraged, or just plain comforted you. If so, please share it with a friend who might be struggling in her own healing journey. And if you take a moment to leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts, You'll help other women find encouragement through their heartbreak. Remember that God is holding your hand along this journey, and guess what? I'm holding the other. Life is short, so bounce back, Black woman.